Hey guys, what's up? It's Mighty Mouse. Welcome back, and thanks for joining me on the channel. Today, we're going to talk about gear I've switched and ditched in the past 4 years since I started backpacking. But before we begin, let's take care of this background. No way. Are we outside? One of my favorite stories is when I first got into backpacking, I asked for Easter for a machete. So that 1 pound little thing never came with me, and now, thankfully, I've switched to my mini Swiss Army knife. Next, let's talk about my cook system. First, I started with a beautiful Jetboil flash, which is fantastic for cooking very quickly. However, it is extremely heavy. So then I moved on to a Snow Peak Gigapower, which was okay, but it still had an igniter, which was a little weighty for my needs. And so now I have the MSR Pocket Rocket. I carry a small Bic lighter and I absolutely love it. Going along with my cooking system, this was my first cup. Insulated, fantastic. Worth the wait, not so much. So now I have a titanium Snow Peak 450 with hot lips, which is fantastic and totally worth the wait. So you remember that water filtration video I just did? Well, let's talk about my journey. First, I started with an MSR pump, which immediately broke. And then I moved on to this MSR squeeze pump, which hurt my hand absolutely. Tried out the Sawyer Mini, did not work. And then most recently, my video, I showed you my Sawyer Squeeze bladder combination. But now I'm gonna give a smart water bottle system a shot. So I'll be getting back to you and tell you how that goes. Let's talk about how I store my gear in my backpack. It wasn't very pretty. So let's see. I had stuff sacks. On stuff sacks, unnecessary weight, unnecessary organizing in my pack. For my sleep system, I tried out this rectangular thermarest, however it deflated absolutely immediately, and the only way it does not deflate is if you roll it 7 times. So at the suggestion of a friend, I got a woman's size small thermarest, and it does not deflate whatsoever. I mentioned that in a video before. It is my favorite. I like to sleep on my side, my back, my stomach, and it deals with me and doesn't move around. Let's talk some more about overkill. How about this guy? I now have a Sea to Summit Aeros pillow, and that thing goes with me absolutely everywhere. I want to talk about some cool little gadget. I got this in a Karen box once. Nice little backpacking bellows. Absolutely unnecessary, but fun for car camping. For years, I absolutely refused to try anything else besides a sleeping bag. I was convinced that I would freeze any other way. However, after lots of research and lots of pushing from my friends, I finally decided to try an enlightened equipment quilt. Absolutely fell in love, never going back. The last thing I can physically show you, since I've done so many gear changes, is the elephant in the room. How about this for overkill? 6 pounds! Now this puppy served me really, really well. It carries fantastically, it's super comfortable. Then I moved on to a Deuter, never made it to the trail. Then I had a Granite Gear Crown 260, loved it. The only thing that was a problem was the sweat in the back, and it didn't balance very well. So now I have a Gossamer Gear Mariposa, and that thing goes with me everywhere. It is super comfortable, carries very well, and balances the weight perfectly. My single person tent that I started out with was a Nemo Hornet 1, but it absolutely wetted out every single time. So I finally moved on to the new Big Agnes Tigerwall UL2, and it has enough space for me. The last thing I'll talk about is how I pack my things, shoes, and food. So I pack my things in Ziploc bags now, and I use a Z-Packs bag for my food bag. Also, I started out with pretty big boots out on the trail, and now I am trying the Ultras. And food, I used to go Mountain House all the way, but now I just go with the basics and see what I like. So everybody, that's all I have for you today. Thanks for joining me. If you like what I was talking about, subscribe, like, and if you have any questions or concerns, please let me know and I can try to address them in a future video. And Mighty Mouse out!